everyone, it's me, Tita Debowale from the Stress Free Executives, and today I'm going to be talking about something that is important to us as individuals, as professionals, something that makes our everyday. And what is it? This is our feelings. As individuals, we are wired to live on our feelings. We tend to do more depending on what and how we're feeling, on a daily basis and every time. So, for example, when you're happy, you tend to flow with that positive vibe and do those things that's going to make you happy. That doesn't necessarily mean that these are the healthiest things for you or the best things for you. And likewise, when you're not feeling that happy, when you're low, you tend to withdraw into your shell until you're able to figure out, what it is that's going to make you happy, right? So our feelings actually affect what we do when we're happy or not. That's the feelings. Our feelings affect our actions, right? And hence they affect our performance in some ways. So how are you able to stay on top of your feelings and be able to manage and control your feelings so that you get the best out of yourself every day, regardless of what you're feeling, or you're able to control how you feel so that your feelings do not affect your productivity, your performance, your interaction with other people, especially when you are a business owner or you're an organizational leader, somebody who has to be in charge of their and control their feelings every time. So that's why I'm talking to you today about how to be on top of your feeling so that you get the best out of yourself and your performance and indeed your team, being able to manage your feelings. So I'm just going to be teaching you something really brief and quick and easy to do technique on how to be on top of your game with regards to managing your feelings so that you are in perfect control of your feeling and get the best out of your performance every day at work or in business. And this is just called the release technique. Okay, so what I want you to do right now is to focus on something that's making you feel either distressed or frustrated, angry or guilt, that negative feeling that you think is affecting you right now, that's making you not feel good about yourself or good about something at work or good about a colleague, something that's bringing in that negative feeling to you right now. I want you to think about it. And when you think about it, I want you to acknowledge it and then focus on it. Okay? So when you do that, that means now you know that you have a feeling, or you have this negative feeling, that emotion that you're not happy about, and obviously something caused it. So if you can think to what caused it, what makes you feel not happy, what makes you feel depressed, what makes you feel frustrated, okay, and then now that you know what that is, put it on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being not really bothered about it, and 10 being, yes, I'm really gripped about this and I'm really affected by this feeling. I mean, if it's 0, then there's no need for you to do this exercise. But if it's something, around even 4, 5, 6, then there is need for you to let go of this feeling so you can gain control of yourself, your emotions, and be the best that you can be with regards to controlling your emotions, or ultimately controlling, what your output is. Okay, because there's no point you stuck in a negative feeling that's going to affect your output. Okay, so yeah, focus on what that is and rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest of it, 0 being the least of it. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is, now that you acknowledge that there is this feeling, there is this emotional, stuff there that you're not happy about and you want to shift it, okay, now hold on to it and say to yourself, you can either close your eyes or open your eyes, but say to yourself, whatever it is, name it and say to yourself, yes, I feel, say what you feel about it. I feel, for example, say, I feel utterly bad about writing my report today, for example. I feel utterly frustrated about facing the meeting today. I feel so much discomfort discussing the new proposal with my colleague today. You know, whatever it is, concentrate on it and emphasize it, and then say yes. Yes meaning accepting it. Yes meaning acknowledging it. Yes meaning that you are not in denial of it, because the first point of releasing this sort of emotion, any negative emotion, is for you to notice, right? That's the awareness, and then accept it, right? That's not resisting it. So when you accept it and acknowledge it, so say that to yourself time and again. By the time you're saying this to yourself, yes, I feel this about this, and see how you feel, saying it to yourself about 6 to 7 times, see how you feel after then. So on a scale of 0 to 10 now, how do you feel about it? Having accepted it, having acknowledged it, you probably feel better now, because now you've brought it to the fore and you're not tucking it in anymore. So that's phase 1 of it. Now that you've accepted it, you've brought it to the fore and you're aware of it very well, and you're releasing, you know, that emotional stiffness little by little, what you want to do now is to delete it, just like you press on your computer thing and you have something you want to delete completely. So now you want to let go, because one of the reasons we continue to hold on to, you know, emotions that are not working for us is because we are not letting go. So now you want to let go and you want to release completely. So all you have to do now is go back to that thing that's not making you feel good, and focus, and in your mind look at it and say to yourself, and breathe in. When you breathe in the feeling and think it to yourself, and breathe it out and say release. And as you breathe in, you say the thing you're not happy about, and then breathe it out and say release. Take it in one more time. I'm not happy about facing. And then breathe out, release. And how do you feel about that? You've completely nailed it now. Now you've faced it, you're aware of it, and then you're releasing the emotion. Okay, this is not to say that strategically you're not going to do other things within your organization, within your work, to eradicate. If it's something structural that you have to deal with, then you will, but at least the feeling and the emotion that is going to get you tucked, not even able to speak out your mind to that point that you're even able to get the structural amendments and, you know, corrections and the things, the strategies you need to put in place. So you've taken off the emotions now. Now you can deal with it. Now you can face it. Now you're confident to talk about it, because you've brought the feeling to the fore and you don't need to be locked in that emotion anymore. Okay, so does that feel good? Okay, you can use this anytime. So that's it for now. That's the simple technique that you can use to release emotions that's causing agitation, that's causing you to feel distress or feeling nervous or anxious about anything. You want to go to a meeting, you know, whatever. So this is a very simple technique that you can use anytime. Okay, and until I see you again, just keep being the best leader that you want to be. Okay, bye.